and take off. Did that get on camera?
We were in the middle of making out.
I know. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Laura Kane After Dark. We're live streaming on YouTube, baby.
Look at that.
I know. It's our first. I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Why?
Because.
Haven't you ever done it in front of a camera before?
No.
Oh.
I never have. And I never will. That's too
good.
dangerous.
It really is.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
So we're live streaming on YouTube. It's Laura Kane After Dark on YouTube, also on Instagram and on Facebook. So if you want to get a hold of us, there are so many different ways. And our email too, laurakanead@gmail.com.
Excellent.
We would love a good email to read on the air. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah. Please.
Some advice, like some kind of an advice email.
Yeah.
I would really love. But if you are watching, thank you so much. Oh, look.
There we are.
There we are in my kitchen doing the thing.
In the studio.
This is the studio,
It
okay?
is the studio
We got the
tonight.
lights on. I told my roommate, I said, I'm sorry, there's going to be 4 people in the house tonight. So we might be here until like 10 o'clock tonight. Is that okay? And she's like, yeah, I'll just stay in my room and study. I said, hey, maybe you could come down. You could be on the podcast. And she's like, no, thank you. I know. I was like, oh, no, I shouldn't have asked her that already. I barely even know her. She's probably, like, what is this girl doing? I want to ask her, though, if she's happy living here.
Sure.
I don't know. I want to know if she's happy. I don't know about that.
Do you like my shirt?
I love your shirt.
B made it for me.
I know.
Shirt 619 on Instagram.
I had him make it for you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I like it very much.
So B is our, we have a new system and everything. You guys are like big time right now. We have a new podcast system with sounds and everything.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
That's what it sounds like when I wake up in the morning.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
That's what it sounds like after I flush the toilet.
Exactly. Well, it should. Do you have a sigh of relief, B? That's what it would be.
A sigh of relief. It would be like,
that the plumbing is actually working and
Oh, yeah.
binding up.
Oh, yeah. Well, when did I clog the last toilet?
Before your roommate moved in, remember?
Yeah, no, I did after that too, though.
Oh, God.
But the upstairs. So then I'm really in a pinch because what bathroom am I going to use? I have to only use the upstairs bathroom.
You should probably keep one of those empty trash cans on the side of the house available.
Like a bucket?
Yeah, you might have to just squat over it.
No. I'd pee in my own backyard. I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, my God. Now she's just turning into a hillbilly.
I know. I don't care.
Oh, my God.
All right. So tomorrow night, there's this thing that I'm thinking about doing. And I want to know if I should buy a ticket.
Oh, God. Okay. B. Get ready.
It's just me. You go solo, but you go and there are a lot of people there.
Okay.
It's a breathing workshop. And what you do is you bring a pillow, a blanket, some water.
Well, you won't make it through the first 7 minutes.
I know. I'm like, that sounds nice.
Are they showing 90 Day Fiance on any television
God, that would
screen?
be my heaven.
Oh, my God.
No, they said that through breathing properly and guided, you can release pent up problems from your childhood. You can gain more energy. Listen,
you know what else you can do when you, what did you say with breathing when you do it guided and what?
I don't remember.
Uh-oh.
Guided and what about it?
Well, you can also give birth to a baby that way.
I know.
So be careful.
Okay, so this will be life-changing if you sense you are not breathing well and want to figure out what's wrong and how to fix it. Well, I think I'm breathing okay.
Yeah.
I'm still alive.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel fatigued and want a natural way to energize yourself, yes.
Okay. Well, your bodacious tatas are rising and falling just fine.
Do they look okay on camera?
They do.
You can't even see them. I wore a low-cut top just for this. You lack focus, have problems with memory or concentration. Yes.
What?
You are experiencing pain of any type, from fibromyalgia, is that how you say that, to back pain. You are looking to stay young, rejuvenate, stay healthy, and stave off stress of everyday life. And you want to feel more centered. So here is what will happen when you're done with this breathing class. It is a lung workout. It helps the diaphragm and the muscles. It will positively affect your lung capacity, but it also has psychological benefits like relaxation, and it will help you let go of anger and sadness, letting you feel unstuck mentally. There was a video of one of the people like yelling in the class.
Oh no, I would not
Because-
participate in that.
He was so overjoyed, or that because emotions come up, I guess you could start bawling. you
Yeah,
could start laughing.
I wouldn't be able to breathe properly then. I would freak out.
No, you breathe like there's a teacher, and the teacher guides you. Is this weird? Should I go by myself, or is that weird?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you save yourself the bucks?
It's $68.
Oh yeah, save yourself the $68. I'll come over and just be like, breathe in, breathe out.
We'd never get through 1 minute.
I'd laugh the entire time because you'd
know.
probably fart and then it would be
know.
all over.
Horrible. Me fart? No, you fart.
No,
You're
I
the
don't.
farter in
I
this
don't.
duo.
In this relationship, I'm
And
the
you
farter?
farted on my couch just now, I think. I
Well-
walked up the stairs and I smelled something funky.
I probably did.
What did you have for dinner?
A bean and cheese burrito.
Oh, God, that's deadly. So, what's going on with you? Oh, by the way, we have a very special guest coming on the show in a little bit.
Who?
And we're also going to talk to B, who's running the show
I
right
know.
now.
I love B already.
I know. He's the best. I'm not going to tell you who.
Oh, I'm going to be surprised?
Yes.
Oh, is it somebody I like?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm bringing someone here that is your mortal enemy.
Well, things could go really bad on our first YouTube special.
I can't wait to talk about Double D's because I have a show I need to talk about like as soon as possible.
Which one?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Because I don't want to get thrown off track. So,
Okay.
what is your host chat? What's going on?
Well, the other night I fell asleep early.
Okay, how early are we talking?
9 maybe.
Okay,
9:45. Woke up with, as usual, with the lights on, TV on. You know what it had the show had ended that I was watching, so it's just the screensaver with like a lake or
okay.
whatever.
Oh
on it.
yeah. Those
Go
pictures.
into my bathroom, turn off the light, and as I'm going to turn off the light, I have the light on my nightstand on.
Uh-oh.
And I see on the floor
No.
a black, which I thought was just like a piece of fluff from, my pants or whatever, or my socks. I go to pick it up and I realize it's a huge spider.
Eric is terrified of spiders.
I am petrified of them. So I back up. I get a piece of toilet paper, come around to the front of the spider. The spider, may God strike me dead, turns and faces me, and the two front legs go up.
Oh, come on, Eric.
Not
you
kidding.
are making, you
Swear.
are exaggerating.
I am not kidding. As I reached for it to kill it, the two front legs went up.
Then what did you do?
First, I think I soiled myself. And then I screamed so loud and just smashed it.
Oh, you didn't save it and bring it outside to its natural home?
No,
You don't do that?
no,
Catch it in a cup and put like the thing underneath?
don't have time.
So
and I hate
did you
spiders.
have like a nightmare that night because
I
of
was
it?
terrified. Yeah, I had flushed it down the toilet, and
Because when they say there's one,
there's probably many.
there's probably hundreds
Don't say that.
in your cabinet, in your bathroom,
No.
in your toilet that can
my
come up
God.
and bite your butt.
Do you know, every time if I have to, I can't believe I'm going to share this.
Oh, boy.
I have to sit down and poop. I always lift up the lid first to make sure there's not a spider underneath it.
You mean underneath the lid of the toilet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Reset. Yeah.
The spider wouldn't survive in the toilet.
No, but it could crawl underneath. Didn't you ever see Arachnophobia?
No.
Oh,
Is that what happens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
terrified.
Well, I'm glad that you are alive.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you didn't have a heart attack.
I barely escaped.
I know, I'm sure, with the spider that's like, yee!
It was so scary. I had never seen one do that before.
He meant business. He was not going down without a fight. That poor little guy. You just smushed him.
Dead.
All right, now we have Daily Dirt. Double D, we call it here on Laura Kane After Dark.
My Hollywood Dirt.
Yep.
Oh, did you give me this theme song?
No?
Oh, I have it.
Do you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
Yes.
We'll put it on one of our buttons. We have this new system, and it has these buttons on it that each has like a different sound.
It's awesome.
It's really cool. So I'll put one of the buttons will be your
Please
Daily
do.
Dirt sound.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of texts right now.
You are? From
Yes.
people watching?
Yes.
Excellent.
So here we go. I mean, you know, we are kind of popular, I guess, right?
Don't be answering those texts right now.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. I got to put in my 2 cents.
What?
Not liking that.
Well, listen, it's the only one that I can pull up in a. Oh, she's still singing.
in a pinch.
Yeah, in a pinch, like to keep us.
We got to get you one that's like a royalty-free song that we can play with no problems. Because when you play like a song.
Look at all the people. Oh, hi, Letty.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
Oh, Maggie's on. Hi, Maggie.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, goodness. Oh, you look beautiful, too. Hi, gorgeous. Okay.
See what happens here?
Yeah, it all goes out the
Oh,
window.
Susan.
Hi, Susan.
What's up, Susan? Oh.
How's my sweet Susan?
Susan says I should do yoga for breathing.
Yeah, I don't think... Susan, I agree with you.
I want to go back to my childhood. I want to relive things. And they said that can happen with the breathing.
I'm going to call bullshit on that. Oh, can I say that on... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Can you? On
Yeah.
YouTube? Oh,
On YouTube?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you can say the F word on YouTube.
We'll try not to.
I'll try.
Try to rein it in.
I can't make any promises.
Okay. So what's up?
Whoopi Goldberg got suspended from The View.
I heard that. And is she being paid? Is this a paid suspension?
I don't think so.
Oh, because that would be a punishment. Being
Yeah.
off the air for 2 weeks, paid, not a punishment.
No. That's called a vacation.
Exactly. So what did she do exactly?
She made some thing about the Holocaust.
Okay.
And she said it wasn't something about race.
Okay.
So I'm not... All I know is she got suspended.
Okay, you probably don't want to tiptoe down that.
No, she's probably pissed. Maybe
Maybe she's relieved.
Maybe she's on vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, heck. My little delight, Heather McDonald, fell
Yes.
during a stand-up act in Tempe, Arizona, and fractured her skull.
Dude,
Passed out.
can you imagine being in that audience and seeing that?
No.
I mean, she was performing. Full on.
Performing. Yeah, got through the first joke, which was about COVID. And
Ooh.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we wish her well. We love Heather and hope she's doing great. What do you...
I'm just turning down my sound. You got to turn down your sound.
My sound is up. Sorry.
I
I was
know.
like, who's annoying?
It's our
phone is
first
that?
time. It's our first time. It's okay.
Beyonce got a blunt bob cut with bangs.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What does she look
She
like?
looks pretty good. I'll show you a picture. She looks good.
Should I do that?
You do have a...
I don't have. It's not super bobby. It's like I'm letting it grow out a little bit. I have no bangs.
No, I don't know how you'd look with... You might look like Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction.
I know.
I don't know if I'd like you with bangs.
And I have like a cowlick in the middle of my forehead.
No, let's
so
not
they
do
go
that.
like, woo.
No, let's not do that.
No, I know.
You'd look like Dora the Explorer.
I was kind of having a bang moment. Like, I think I want to get bangs like the other day in the car. And then I quickly thought
Now, wait a
better.
minute. Was it, I think I want to get bangs, or I think I want to get banged?
No, I know. I was waiting for that. No,
She knows me so well.
I do. I do.
You smell really good, by the way.
Thank you. It's this new perfume I bought from a company called Dime.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's called I Love You So Bad.
I do love you so
It's
bad.
ILYSB. And I remember that I love you. It's either so bad or sugar bear or something with an S and a B. But it's good, huh?
Son of a bitch.
Something.
Oh.
I don't know. I love you, son of a bitch.
It smells really good, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kanye deletes all of his Instagram posts,
With Kim and them?
and the world sighs a big thing of relief.
Like, what do you mean? All of them? I mean, so he's not on Instagram anymore?
Well, no, I think he's still on it, but he deleted
All
all
the
of his-
Kim?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's getting messy.
Oh, yeah.
Messy.
She has to release a statement saying that Kanye's hurting the kids with his actions.
Yeah. I know.
Divorce
It's
sucks so bad. Oh, God, I
It's-
remember. It was horrible.
crazy. Erica Girardi. Have you heard about this?
No.
So I love how people are such detectives about stuff. So on the show, she had a pair of $750,000 earrings that her ex-husband Tom Girardi had got for her.
Right.
She claimed that they were stolen from a safe.
Yeah. Keep going.
And the detectives, probably TikTok detectives, have said there's no way because she was wearing them after she made that claim.
Oh,
so
boy.
now the judge is like, you need to turn those over.
Hold on one moment while I let our guest in.
Oh.
And this person can sit on the couch. Don't say anything because you're probably going to see
Okay,
their face.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Who is it? I can't see anybody.
I think
Okay.
I locked the door.
Oh, boy. So,
Oh, you're here?
Laura,
Yes.
this is for you.
Okay.
The 94th Oscars are actually happening.
Oh, like a big show?
Yeah, because the Golden Globes just came and went. There was no show. It wasn't
No fanfare, nothing. Yeah, I didn't
nothing
hear
on
anything
YouTube.
about it.
Nothing.
Any host news?
No host yet. It's airing March 27th at 5 p.m. on ABC at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. The nominations are being announced today, February 8th. And the announcees are Tracy Ellis Ross and Leslie Jordan.
You know what movie I really want to see? I heard is fantastic.
What?
It hasn't come out yet. Batman.
Oh, yeah, I want to
With
see it.
what's his face? Robert.
Pattinson.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, he looks so hot.
And Zoe Kravitz is in
Go
it.
sit on the couch. Go away. Go away.
What's
I
up?
know.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm so excited too.
Oh,
okay,
man.
I just got to talk about one thing. Maybe you know what, guest, come sit down because maybe you can
Come,
talk about
come sit down, guest. Guess what I watched the other night?
what?
Nightmare Alley on HBO Max.
What's that?
It's with Bradley Cooper and Kate Blanchett. It's
Yeah.
a Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. Is it good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay. I watched on Hulu 3 episodes of Pam and Tommy.
Oh,
Okay, that show. First of all, they cast 2 people that look just like them.
I know.
Second, is it true that one of the construction workers actually stole the sex tape that became the sex tape and turned it in? Is this all true?
That's what they say.
This is really
Yeah.
okay. But the thing is, they show full male frontal, and there's one scene where Tommy is talking to his penis, and the penis talks back to him, and the little pee hole opens up like a mouth and says, "Oh, Tommy, you shouldn't be falling in love." And Tommy goes, "I think I'm in love, dude. I think I'm in love." And then it turns upward, looks at him, little pee hole talking. "No, Tommy, you can't. You like to bang chicks." I'm like, what am I seeing here? This is like a
Acid
penis.
trip.
It's crazy.
That is.
I didn't think Hulu could do that
They
naughty
show
of a
so
show.
much. You saw Bradley Cooper naked in Nightmare Alley.
How do you look?
Full frontal.
How do you look?
Fine.
Was he like a normal size guy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this Tommy obviously is not. He's bigger than the normal guy.
I actually watched the Pam and Tommy sex tape when it came out.
Really?
And he honked the horn of the boat with his wiener.
Well, right now they're shopping it around to some like porn people to see if anybody, and nobody is going to release it yet.
You know what? When you're that thin and bony and skinny,
True. But it's legendary. I kind of wish I had watched the tape because they were kind of doing a
oh my God, the
recreation.
tape was so boring. I fell asleep.
It was
during
boring?
It was so boring.
But you get to see boobs and
Yeah.
private
wiener.
parts.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you done with your dirt?
Sure.
No, seriously?
Sure.
You have to say, yes, I'm done.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay,
ma'am.
great. Yay. All right. Now, we have a special guest on our first live stream show. Yay.
We do.
I get a lot of questions about this person. What is he doing these days? Where can I find him? Where can I see him? Where can I hear him? I miss you guys. It's Tommy Sablon. People, hello.
What's up,
Oh,
Tommy?
we can play the clapping on the clapping thing. Oh. There it is. Yes, here, you put the headphones on. Good, how are you?
Speaking of Pam and Tommy, do you remember when we had the construction worker on?
I do not. Did you really? Of course
we
you did.
It was at B100, and we had his name was Rand Gauthier or something like that.
Yes.
And he
Yes.
came on, and we were talking about it because it was like a myth. We weren't sure if it was true. And back then, the goal was to get on Entertainment Tonight because there wasn't any social media yet.
Uh-huh.
And so we had the interview, and then later we called Tommy Lee, and he started crying. Remember that?
No, where was it? I wasn't with you
B100.
yet, I don't think.
It was B100. Yeah, you were. And he started crying, saying that he just broke up with Pam, and that got us on Entertainment Tonight as well.
Oh
You
my
don't remember
gosh,
that?
that's
What?
awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully
No.
there's a scene in episode 4 or 5 where he's crying to a radio station. That would be us.
That would be great. No, it's so crazy. I'm like, if this is true, this is nuts. That the guy went in because he got stiffed because Tommy fired the construction guys after all this work that they had done and stiffed him and wouldn't let him take his tools.
Yeah.
So the guy came back and went and stole
Yeah.
his safe.
Yeah.
Cut it open, got all the stuff inside, and there was a tape inside. And he
VHS.
watched. It was like it was a Super 8.
Really?
And they turned it into a VHS, and then they shopped it around to all the porn people. Oh my gosh! And they're like, we've never seen anything like this. Now it's like no big deal. Celebrity makes a sex tape. It's
I know.
like,
But yeah, it's incredible. My kids are watching the show, and there's a lot of stuff on television these days. This is kind of cool.
do you like
look
my
at-
the kitchen studio, Laura King
Yes.
After Dark Enterprises?
Yes. What's up, Eric?
Good to see
How are you? And you even got a new
This
dude.
is B. No, B.
What's-
He's our people now.
What's your name? Hey, what's up, B?
We're going to talk to B in a little bit
Cool.
because B has a cool story too. But
So,
we're live streaming for the first time,
Cool.
and we're going to.
Is that the actual feed?
It is.
I look good.
I know. No, wait. Is it a little? Is he even on? Is Tommy on? Oh, okay. This is a little delayed.
okay.
A little delayed.
All right.
So people always ask me when they see me and they recognize me and they say, "Oh, we miss the Jeff and Jer days." And what is Tommy doing now? So I thought that it'd be great if you could come on and tell people where to see you, where to see your work, where to see your face, your voice.
Well, I work over at KUSI. I'm, the one that gets all the guests on KUSI. I think my official title is executive producer of content, but I'm basically a bookie or booker. And then,
What are your hours?
I get to work at 5 a.m. and I leave at 7 p.m.
Wow.
Are you kidding?
I handle and I work on Good Morning San Diego, and I work on Good Evening San Diego, and then I'm there on weekends from 6 to 11, Saturday and Sunday. But I have fun. It's cool because I do come from radio, just like you, and it's just cool to I'm still amazed with this and television and getting people on, and I still get high. I still get high.
From
I still get high from trying to get something on, or like if something's in the news, I still get a rush trying to get that person, or just knowing I can get that person.
You recently had somebody famous on, and I forgot because it was somebody big that you had on just recently, like a couple people. Do you remember like recently who you've had on?
Is
it just so many people?
We book like 16 guests a day.
What?
And yeah.
Wow.
And so, from Sammy Hagar to Michael Anthony of Van Halen to so many people. But I'm doing a lot of television. I'm still on KGB on weekends.
Yeah. What
And we
time
do
on weekends? When
10
can they
to
hear
1.
you?
It's a quick 3-hour shift, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I love radio. And I love this. And then I have that TV show on the air with Sully, Little Tommy, and Rusty Nails. We got to get both of you on.
That would
that'd
be
be
great.
amazing.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
that'd be
So when
amazing.
does that air?
Saturdays at 11 a.m. on KUSI and Sunday 5 a.m.
Okay.
On KUSI.
And that's going well?
Yeah, we're approaching 75 episodes.
Oh, that's
You're
awesome.
kidding.
Yeah, it's crazy. I would have been happy with just 5 episodes, but 75 is like whoa. And I'm wondering if we'll get to 100.
Of course you will. Yes, you will. Do you, I know this is a little
Go
inside,
ahead.
but do you think you might get Jerry on your show?
Oh yeah, I would love to get. I've had Randy on. I've
Yes.
had you on.
Emily.
Had Emily on. I do communicate with Jeff all the time, but we don't even talk about radio or anything.
Yeah.
Like we don't even mention radio. It's just about family. And then when I talk to Jerry, it's all about what movies or
TV shows,
music documentaries are we watching. But I would love to get all of you guys back on.
Wouldn't that be cool?
You know, when the show, broke up after we did the concert on the rooftop of Apple Records. Oh wait, it's another band. But when we broke up, I think it was June 19th, 2017.
Oh God,
when
that day.
When we were disbanded, our next goal was to just, what are we going to do next?
And that was 2 years.
And we tried hard to keep it together, but we didn't do it. And then the next thing was just trying to reinvent ourselves. And that's what you're doing great with Eric. Randy's taking care of his family. Emily's on Rock 105 with the show.
She's doing good.
And I'm trying to just, reinvent myself. Although now I'm starting to reminisce a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of the past, and I'm proud of the Jeff and Jer show today. I mean, it's what's the date today?
The 7th
It's
of February.
Yeah, February 7th, and 2022. And I am proud of the show that lasted from 1988 to 2017. But I don't want to live in the past, but I'm still proud of it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Remember Chachi?
Yeah.
He has a podcast now.
Like he's the podcast.
And he talked to you. He said he had talked to you, and that he got a lot of valuable information from you about producing and the way you work and everything. Because we were just saying Tommy's the man of all men. He will be the producer of all producers, radio producers from now on till the end of time. Yeah. But so he interviewed me today, and he was going through the different stations where I started. I'm like, who's going to want to listen to this girl? People that don't know me, is this even interesting? That I go from station to station to station, but it was, I was bringing back so many memories. No,
I love it. I remember everything. We were at B1. We started at Y95. Here's the history of the Jeff and Jer show.
And talk about the exits, how bad they were. Because I couldn't remember, because I wasn't part of the process of deciding. Not really.
Your photo is in the National Radio Hall of Fame.
I know, and I talk about that a lot.
That's cool.
I do talk about that quite a bit.
From 1988 to 1990, we were at Y95. And the original lineup was Jeff and Jer, myself, Ashley Gardner, who played the part of Laura, and Hank Bauer.
Oh,
and the show was supposed to surround, Ashley and Hank and Jeff and Jer. I was really silent in the background, and then 3 days later, something happened where I had to do something on the air, and then it became 3. And then we went to B100 from 1990 to 1993, and that's where we met you. Mm-hmm. I believe you went on the air for the first time in 1992
as the mayor's secretary.
Yeah. And that was then, and then I remember we went to Q106, and you were delayed. You were delayed.
I was delayed. How did we leave B100? Was it bad? Was it on bad terms?
Well,
it was never really good when we left the station.
We do not have any enemies in radio, but going back in time when we did leave in 1993 from B100, back then it was analog, and we had tapes. And I remember after we said, hey, we're going to leave, the program director at the time, I don't want to say his name because we're friends today.
I know who it is.
And bulk erased all of our tapes.
Oh, no.
So everything we did from Johnny Carson to Pam and Tommy.
That's all gone?
It was bulk erased. I mean, we even, we had everybody. From 1990 to 1993, we had everyone.
I remember that.
How come I didn't know that? Oh no!
I was really upset and mad at the dude for decades. And then I recently said, you know what? I forgive him.
I bet I know who has those tapes.
Nobody.
No, they're erased.
No, but remember, Manny recorded everything.
Oh, I know. You remember Manny? Yeah. He has so many recordings of ours.
I love it. I would love to hear your first time on. When you were working across the hallway at a news station, it was back then. It was Mayor Susan Golding, and we needed someone to play the part of her secretary or something like that.
Yeah, something like
And I
that.
remember Jeff and Jerry said, "Hey, Tommy, remember that? The girl over there in the corner with glasses?"
I know. I wear these big ass glasses.
They go, "Hey, do you think she would do this?" So my job was to get Laura to say something. And she did well. And then all of a sudden we added traffic, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Then, by the way, when I would work, it was 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the newsroom, the AM newsroom. Here, Tommy would come walking down the hall with this big tower of carts. That's what we had.
We called it the Titanic.
And I thought for the longest time he was the janitor because he had this long, shaggy hair, and I didn't really know them yet. Mm-hmm. And then when he came over to ask me, I'm like, wait, you're part of that show? Oh, okay.
That's
and then,
funny.
no, I filled in for Cal Walker doing traffic because it was a brand new traffic reporter.
Yeah.
And I thought I did terrible because all they did was make fun of me, change my voice around, laugh at me. It was awkward.
That was fun.
I
That's why.
know. And then Jerry's like, we loved you because you should do our traffic from now on. I'm like, what?
And at B100, we had you and helper boy Greg Sims.
Yes, we talked about
And at Y95, we had helper boy Dave, real name Dave Brandon, who is Obramowitz on DSC.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's 90 to 93. And then 93 to 97, we went to Q106. And you were delayed by about 2 months. I remember we went to lunch and said, hey, we're ditching B100. We're going to Q106. And we said, Laura, we were going to bring you along too, but just wait. Remember that?
Yes, I do. And I remember it was my first contract. And I was 23 years old. It was $50,000. And I thought that I had hit the jackpot. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't wait to tell my parents.
Awesome.
If I could make that much now, I'd be happy.
Oh, yeah.
now it sounds like a great amount of money to me,
Hey,
too.
that's awesome. And
it was so great.
Yeah, and then 93 to 97, we were at Q106. And then do you remember when we left Q106?
No, what happened? It's always a blur because so much stuff goes on.
We had babysitters because we announced we were going to leave. We were going to go back to Star 100.7 KFMB, and we announced that we were going to leave, and so they hired some dude to watch us to make sure we weren't going to do anything bad and to make sure we were good on the air.
Are you kidding? I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then when we left,
that was the mean part, right?
when
they had
left,
those tapes.
back then it was, I think Q106 started off as Eden's Broadcasting, and then it flipped to J-Core, and then, the Evil Empire days.
Yes.
And when we left Q106 to go to Star, they put on these tapes and commercials and promos dogging us.
Remember they were talking about Jeff's toupee and all this mean stuff. Yeah. Because at that time, nobody knew he had a toupee ever. And I didn't know either for the longest time. And I'm like, what?
Love Jeff.
I know. Now he's rocking that bald head. He looks great.
Yes, yes.
He does.
And so 97 to 2005, we were at Star 100.7, and that was a very magical lineup.
Oh, Chachi was like, that was the biggest.
Yeah.
That was their height. I think that and 94.1, like at the beginning.
Yeah. And
it was so fun.
And back then at Star 100.7, it was Jeff and Chair. Then Anita Rush.
Yes.
Then Jagger
and Christy.
And then the new guy with Chachi.
The new guy with Chachi, yeah.
And then overnights, I don't remember. But it was a human.
Yes.
But I remember when it was a weekend, one day on a weekend, they said, hey, guess what? We're going to do a thing called automation, and no one's going to be on the air. Someone's going to record it, and we'll still be on the air. And I remember I went in on a Saturday just to look at the radio station with nobody there, but we were on the air with the DJ.
Sucks. I wish they still had overnight DJs.
Now it's how it is everywhere now.
Yep.
And then we left Star 100.
I remember running out of the building at Star 100 when we left because it was such bad blood. Like I remember having to rush down the hall and leave and speed away in my car because someone was chasing us or something.
Yeah, but when we left, it was actually called Jack.
Oh, that's right. They switched to Jack.
Right.
Remember Jack? Or it's still Jack, isn't it? isn't it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I forget.
I don't
what
know.
it's called.
I don't
But,
either.
Was that when you emailed me and said, "Hey, try and find the website"? And I was like, "There's nothing."
Probably.
And they had
We used to email each other long before we ever met.
I remember.
Yeah.
And I remember when we did leave, I had to get all of my job was to get all the sound effects, and they wouldn't let us in there because they were watching us. So I remember I paid $100 to a guy named Pedro.
Pedro, yeah.
Remember Pedro?
Yeah.
I paid him $100 or $2, and he downloaded all our stuff, and we got out of there. And then September 2005, we started at My 94.1, and then when that day we started, we were either going to
right.
be My 94.1 or Star 94.1, and we didn't know until that morning. And I remember texting, I don't know if we were still texting or calling, but I texted Bob Bollinger and said, "Hey, it's a gift. We got to be Star 94.1. And so like at 7 a.m. on that first day, September 19th, 2005, we became Star 94.1, which is still going strong.
Yeah. And then
2009 comes along.
we got fired from there too.
But that was everyone was getting blown out. The
That's right.
recession and the housing market.
Yeah.
And so we got called in. I remember Jimmy Steele was our boss, and it was around 9:45, and I left early. And he caught me at the parking lot, and he goes, "Hey Tommy, can you get everybody? I got to talk to everybody." And then I went into the studio and told all you guys, and I said, and everyone knew, we're gonna get blown out. And I remember we got blown out, and I remember we went into the parking lot, and we all huddled together. And Jerry said, "Hey, I'm going to buy a radio station."
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yes.
And then this is 2009, and he said, "Hey, is everybody going to be okay for like a month or two while I buy the radio station?" But those 2 months became 18 months.
Oh, it was hard. It was hard.
18 months.
We're like, come on, Jerry, buy that station quick.
But that was, what is it? That's 13 years ago.
Okay,
I think it was just like,
it's like 5 years ago.
yeah. And then we went 18 months, and then we went to Kixie, January 2011, and we stayed there until 2017.
And then I remember this. The general manager says, "We'd like to see you, the show, in the conference room after your show."
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I forgot the dude's name. Well, it doesn't even matter. But he goes, "It has been
Wait,
such."
hold on. Before the speech,
Okay.
hold on. Jeff wanted to go to the dentist.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I remember saying, "Hey, we got to postpone the meeting to our boss at the time."
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I remember he turned red, and he goes, "You can't postpone this meeting. You got to see." And then right when he said that and turned red,
You knew?
I knew. And then we went into the meeting. I remember I was sitting here. The big
I
boss
remember,
was
totally
to
remember
my
where
right.
we were sitting, yes.
Emily was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff was in front of me. I think everyone was in front of me except Randy. Randy was my left. And I remember when he said, "Hey, we're letting you guys go. Today is your last show." I remember picking up my phone before he finished his sentence, and I texted Bob Bollinger to get a job interview. So before he was done with his speech, we already had a job interview. And but I remember Emily crying.
I just was shocked.
Yeah.
My jaw hit the floor, but I didn't cry until I got into the car. I was holding my headphones, walking across the parking lot. I'm like, that just happened? Did that just happen? It just didn't sink in.
No one's immune to that. And
I'm just sad that's the way it ended. You know what I mean?
And as I look back, so am I. But what the terrible thing for me, my little squawk box and stuff. I remember
that should be in a museum.
The engineer, his name's Mike. When he must have knew we were getting blown out, because after we walked out of the conference room, he handed me a beat up box, and all my stuff was in it.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, and I just remember being handed a beat up box with my squawk box.
Why did we get blown out again? Why?
You know what? It is what it is.
I don't know. It just sucks. That was not the most fun time. That Kixie time. It was funny. There was some fun times.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I didn't.
I had, you know,
It was not a bad
you know
vibe.
what?
That building had
we
a bad
almost made
vibe.
it to 30 years.
We did.
And so, the Jeff and Jerry show is our past, and we're proud of it, but it's not who we are
No.
today. But I am very proud of it, just
Oh,
like
yes.
you are, Randy,
Yeah.
and Emily, and Jeff and Jerry.
Yeah. Well, geez, Tommy.
So that's the history.
I love it. I love that. I talked about it today with Chachi. It was like I forgot some of the things. Like,
No, I
God.
remember it all.
He was talking about the surf pig. Remember the surf pig? He's like, I remember picking you up downtown, and I was super nervous. I'm like, what?
Well, that surf pig was originally called Uncle Tyrone. Remember that?
Painted Party Brown.
No.
Oh. What?
Remember Uncle Tyrone? We did a thing called Tradio. It must have been, was it at Star? I forget the years.
Yeah.
But we did a thing called Tradio where we started with a pencil, and then we would trade it to a pen, and then we traded it to a wallet, and it just grew and grew and grew. So we went from a
I can't
pencil,
believe this worked.
to a Pontiac Granville, a 1971 Pontiac Granville convertible, which we named Uncle Tyrone. And we drove the Commodores in that car. We drove so many people, been in parades with that car. And then when we left, we couldn't take the car, and then they renamed it the Surf Pig.
What was Painted Party Brown?
That was my very first car, long before you were there.
Oh.
At Y95, I drove my mom's car, a 77 Ford Maverick Painted Party Brown.
Oh my
That
God.
used to make me laugh so hard. I loved it.
But
Oh.
it's been fun. We've had a great run. But just like this, Laura Kane After Dark with
I'm
Eric.
trying, Tommy. It's hard.
Hey, but you're doing it.
It's been really hard
To do
It's
this?
been the hustle. It's hustling 24/7. Not to do. It's not hard. I mean, with Eric, it's a piece of cake, really.
Mm-hmm.
But just reinventing yourself in general.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I'm going to cry. It's hard.
it is.
It's like
It
a
is.
struggle every
It
day.
is, but just keep going. You're on the radio. I hear you overnights on Star.
I know,
right?
I'm on the magical hour to midnight to 6 a.m.
But that's all right. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I have one listener named Robert who listens to me at that time.
A tweaker from IBM or something.
Oh my God.
But you're
I
doing
can't
it.
believe
you're
I'm crying.
kicking butt.
Thanks to Eric. Thank God for this guy right here.
Oh no,
It's
thank
you,
God
Eric.
for you.
Oh, thank you.
I love
Gosh,
you.
I love you too.
Eric's always loved you.
I have.
We have something very exciting to announce.
Oh, you're getting married.
We have,
Oh, child.
I was waiting till the end of the show,
Yeah.
our first sponsor,
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Who
Crack
is it?
Tacos.
Oh my God. Have you ever eaten at Crack Tacos?
Hello. Yes.
Oh.
The Crack Tacos in Mission Valley.
Yes.
Oh my
It's on
God.
Camino del Rio North,
Wow.
and it is spectacular. You know the Cardiff Crack? Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've been in San Diego for a while.
That's true. You're like Mr. San
You
Diego.
have.
Of course you know.
Just a few years.
They make the tacos with that meat. He goes up and gets the meat every week and then gets the meat or every day, I don't know. And those tacos are so good. And the tortillas are thick and delicious corn tortillas. And
my God.
you can go there. They do catering.
What does sponsoring mean? What are
Like
they?
they are paying for us to talk about them on our show.
Wow.
So they're they're our
Yes,
first
yes.
sponsor.
That's
and it's
awesome.
a big deal.
And we love Ron. He is the
So
owner.
this is like a
and
live
proprietor.
ad lib.
This is a live ad lib. It's
And
our
he's amazing.
podcast ad lib.
That's so cool.
And listen to this. He said, I go, well, how are you going to know that people are coming to Crack Tacos from Laura Kane After Dark? And he goes, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we, if they say, hey, I heard about this on Laura Kane After Dark, you get a free drink with any $10 purchase or more. So
Awesome.
make sure you say, you heard it on Laura Kane After Dark, Crack Tacos,
And-
Camino
and-
del Rio North.
And I'm watching the feed here. You guys are getting messages.
I know,
This is
we're
cool.
actually getting some people.
I know, and for
Yeah.
me, who's sidetracked easily, it's not.
I know, you've been very quiet. You've been reading the
I've been
messages.
reading- yes,
know.
I have.
Anything exciting?
And I didn't also want to interrupt our guests.
Oh,
I
no. Interrupt.
So go to Crack Tacos. I had a bowl there the other day that had the meat and had cheese and had greens and it had it was so delicious. You had the
Chicken roll tacos.
tacos. It's a great place for lunch, for dinner.
The salsa is so good.
It's really good. Everything's homemade. It's
Ron
great.
and the whole crew there are great.
Crack Tacos. Da, 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 da.
Love
awesome.
Crack Tacos.
Make sure you say Laura Kane After Dark brought ya.
That's Crack Tacos.
Yes, thank you. So
Right off of the 8 and Mission Gorge, right,
Right.
where the Starbucks and the Chili's
the
is.
Soapy Joe's is
Soapy Joe's, which
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning.
I love me some Tuesday morning.
But out of all of them, Crack Tacos
Of
is my
course.
favorite in that strip mall.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so we end the show with a little saying. Will you say it with us? I'll start,
Yeah.
and then you go, and then he goes.
Yeah, because I usually
Do I
take
know
a
the
while.
words?
It's easy. No, I'll say it first.
Okay.
Thank you very much for listening, and thank you for following us on the live stream. If you are doing that, that's really cool for taking this time, this hour. And with that, love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
We're ending already?
Please don't.
Why?
Please, not right now. Not at this. Not right now.
What if I wanted to talk about Crack Tacos some more?
You
I
you can
can
do that. You can do
Okay.
that.
I don't want to end. I like
Well,
seeing everybody
I know, but
You guys
we.
can continue.
Well, no, I mean it's time to end. You know, when you get a feel, it's
Look,
time
see-
toward
see-
the end of the
see
show.
How her eyes turn a lovely shade of black when she gets
He does this. He tries to delay it. I'm like, this is not professional. It doesn't sound good.
love your Oh, I almost said love your tacos. Oh,
Love your tacos, crack
love your Crack
tacos.
Tacos. Love your podcast.
Oh, I love you, my sweet babies. Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.